Now this is my friend Dave at the People's Dollar Plus at 215 Richmond Road at the corner of Richmond and Chardon Road in Richmond Heights, Ohio. And Dave has all kinds of stuff in the store, and he's nice enough. He's the nicest guy I've ever met. He lets me film my videos here in the store, and so I'm doing a plug for him. And I've got a card trick I want to show you when I can make a joke out of nothing. I can make jokes out of almost anything, and I can make a joke out of nothing. And I'll show you in a second. Now I'm Cleveland born and bred, and I use a lot of the products here in Dave's People's Plus store to do my my jokes. But I also work at the post office downtown Cleveland, and I was in the post office. A lot of the people on their breaks and lunches play cards, and I found all these cards in the cafeteria, and so I'm going to use them in my card tricks. Now that's me, Frank Maverick, too. And I found these two cards one day sitting on a table. This didn't have the writing on it. It was just plain white. And I said, I'm going to make something funny out of these cards. And at first I didn't see anything on this. I drew a blank. But after a couple of days, I said, well, that's a plain playing card. And what's the difference between those two words? A Y, if you put the Y in after the A, and the G at the end, they're the same word, plain and playing. Now why? Because I wanted to know, and G, why didn't I think of that earlier? Now this is a bicycle card, which means I can recycle this joke and tell it over and over. Now most people don't want to hear a joke more than once, but I can recycle this and tell it many times. And that means I can make a joke out of nothing. Now when I saw this one, I said I'm torn between being a comedian and retiring at the post office. And if it's in the cards for me to retire and become a comedian full-time, I'll travel the world and become a star. Now when I become a comedian full-time, I'm going to be on top of the world twice over, and I'm going to tell so many jokes I'll be hoarse.